all the children boogie.
To infinity.
And
going into Lightyear. Me and the bros. Hey everybody, it's Zach. Welcome back to the Heroverse. And guys, I just got done seeing Lightyear. Holy crap, this movie was everything I hoped and dreamed it would be. Literally, when I heard this movie was going to be made by Chris Evans, when he put out that tweet explaining what Lightyear was, I was already on board because literally Buzz Lightyear is my favorite character from the Toy Story franchise. I literally love that character. And to find out that literally we were gonna, they were making this movie in canon of Toy Story, and this movie was the movie that inspired the toy Buzz Lightyear, I was totally in for it. Literally, the first trailer that we got, I was like, this movie looks breathtaking, it looks amazing, this movie looks like a movie that's gonna make kids want to become astronauts, and I was like, I love this movie, I'm totally gonna see this movie. I finally saw it today. This will be my non-spoiler review, no spoilers here, because I'm not gonna give any spoilers for this movie, because this is a movie that we've all been waiting for. I feel like, this is a movie that, a movie that we thought we didn't need, but I'm so glad that they did this, and I was waiting for a movie like this. Of course, I always was curious of, who really is Buzz Lightyear? Of course, I watched the cartoon series. I don't really remember it, but I used to watch it all the time when I was younger, but I love how finally we get an understanding on why Andy wanted Buzz Lightyear. What is the backstory of Buzz Lightyear? And we found out it in this movie. And it is canon in the Toy Story universe. And it's shocking to me that it's really split down the middle with people reviewing this movie. Not many people like it, and a lot of people love it. It shocks me because I literally love this movie from start to finish. This movie literally jumps in to action. This literally is an action space adventure, and literally they pull at your heartstrings in this movie. It gets very emotional in some moments that, I really feel like the message of this movie is the fact of, people make mistakes, because, time flies. When you're so worried on a past mistake, you should really just focus on and just learn to accept the mistake that you made and just move forward in life. I feel like that is such a great message to tell kids that, you should learn to forgive yourself, and also you should learn that always that help is not a bad thing to get. And you should always welcome on having help when it comes to things. And I really loved that through this story. Along with, there were so many callbacks to Toy Story 1. A lot of the lines that, that Buzz makes when he first gets out of his, spaceship box on Andy's bed. And a lot of those lines are from what Buzz says in the beginning parts of this movie. And they literally explain in the beginning of this movie, about, the toy that Andy gets. This is that movie that is about the toy that Andy has. I loved how they said that in the beginning of this movie. I also loved that, they're we do get the Buzz Lightyear suit and stuff in this movie. Of course, that's not a spoiler. That is, of course, what we see in the trailers. But, there's just seeing the story play out and, it reflecting on what we see in Toy Story 1. It's just so awesome. It's you really see the blueprint on what we see and what the toy, and we really see, okay, this movie happened, you believe it, and literally this movie is the manufacturer of what the toy becomes. It's every line that Buzz says in Toy Story 1 is literally the lines that are said in this movie, and I enjoyed that. It was such a flashback to my childhood and when I saw Toy Story 1 and hearing those lines from Buzz, and then we finally get to see where those lines come from. I just enjoyed it. Especially Chris Evans killed it as, Buzz. I enjoyed every moment. I'm a big fan of Chris Evans. I love him as Captain America. I loved him in any sort of project that he's been in, whether it be Snowpiercer or whether it's been, he's been in some other great movies, whether it be in the old Fantastic Four movies when he played Johnny Storm. I'm a big fan of Chris Evans. He's one of my favorite actors ever, period. And also, Keke Palmer did an amazing job as, as her role, which I'm going to say what her role is. Also, Taika Waititi, he's in it. He's always funny, and he did a really great job as his role as well. Literally, the synopsis of this movie is, while spending years attempting to return home, marooned Space Ranger Buzz Lightyear encounters an army of ruthless robots commanded by Zurg, who are attempting to steal his fuel cell. And literally, that is exactly it. Without me giving away any spoilers. So literally, just the synopsis of this movie sounds like a fun movie. So literally, and also the way they did Zurg in this movie was so awesome. And the fight sequences that Buzz has with Zurg in this movie is such a callback to when Rex was playing the Buzz Lightyear game in Toy Story 2. Is literally like there is so many similarities, and you really see that when we do see the fight sequences with Zurg in this movie, there's so many similarities to what we see in Toy Story 2 when Rex is playing the Buzz Lightyear game. So I just loved that. It's like you see the blueprints on what they're setting up for, anything Buzz Lightyear, whether it's, Buzz, like whether he's talking, when we see him in Toy Story 1, or in the Buzz Lightyear game where you see the blueprints of what this movie did. Because again, this is the blueprint for the toy Buzz Lightyear. And I just feel like it's so pure genius. Also, the characters, I was talking to my brother in the car. I was like, the characters in this movie, we don't see in the Toy Story universe. We just see Buzz Lightyear. But now, since this is canon, I'm hoping if we do get, if somehow we do get another Toy Story movie, we'll see the characters in the Lightyear movie in now canon in the Toy Story, movies. I'm hoping we do get to see the new characters that we saw in future going Toy Story projects. I think that would be really cool now that they are canonized, because of course they couldn't show those characters because the script wasn't made on about oh, this is the movie that Andy watched that is inspired by the toy that he ends up getting from the movie. So now that we have an actual chance to now, if there is any more Toy Story projects in the can that they are going to be putting out maybe in the future, I hope to see those characters, those new characters in the Lightyear movie now canonized and being put in the future Toy Story projects. I hope to see them because I just really like the characters that we got in this movie. I thought they were really, really interesting and really cool and really funny. Especially Socks the cat literally steals the show. Like if anybody is a cat hater after seeing this movie, I would be shocked. Like, if anybody has been a cat hater and then they saw this movie and you can walk out of this movie still hating cats, I just cannot imagine how you could do that. I can't imagine anybody hating cats, but there are people out there that don't like cats. But for instance, if I was a cat hater and I walked into this movie and I saw Socks the cat and I got out of this movie still hating cats, I'm like, dude, how can you do that? That's just insane. Because Socks the cat makes you want to get a cat if you don't already have a cat. Like, I have 2 cats and I love my cats. My sister owns 3 cats and I love her cats. I'm a big cat lover, and I need a Socks the cat toy. I need it right away. They actually have one at Target, when they started rolling out the merchandise. I need to buy Socks the cat toy because Socks the cat steals the show. There were so many cute moments, so many funny moments. And it's like, I'm so glad they didn't show everything in the trailers because there's so many cool, funny moments in this movie. And it just, oh God, literally, I just cannot wait for you guys to see this movie. Like I said, I'm not giving away any spoilers for this movie because this movie, I just find it to be precious to not only me, but I feel like it's going to be precious to the fans of Toy Story because they literally pay a lot of homage to the Toy Story universe. There's so many callbacks to the first Toy Story movie. So I'm just I'm thrilled. I'm excited. I hope to see more projects like this in the future. It would be really cool. Chris Evans mentioned when someone asked him in an interview what would you want to see next, since how they kind of did this for Buzz. What would you want to see next in the Toy Story franchise? It was Woody was always my favorite. I would love to see something with Woody. And, I was talking to my brother, I was thinking, they could do something with Woody's Roundup because we know Woody, the toy, is based off of, the show Woody's Roundup. And I would like to see, stuff in the world of Woody's Roundup. I think that would be very cool. I would also like to see other, other movies or other shows that were based off the toys in Toy Story. Maybe one on Rex, maybe one on Mr. Potato Head. Maybe one on Jesse's in Woody's Roundup. But I would like to see stuff like that. I would just really like to open the door of seeing future movies or shows off of what the toys are in Toy Story, because we already got one for Buzz on what and how Buzz came to be. But like, I would like to see the origins, of course, of Woody and Woody's Roundup, and be in that world, and just explore the world of Toy Story, because I feel like there's a lot of things we could do here. I mean, I don't know if they should do another Toy Story movie, because I'm not the biggest fan of Toy Story 4. I do think that they should have ended it in Toy Story 3, but they really didn't. But I mean, I'm just really, I would really like hope that they would keep going with this blueprint, because there is a lot of toys backstories that I kind of want to see. And let me know down in the comments below if you want to see any other, toys backstory in the Toy Story franchise. But yeah, guys, literally go see this movie. Go check it out at your local theaters, whether it's at AMC, of course it's at Cinemark, of course it's at, any luxury theater that you might have. Yeah, so any theater near you should have Lightyear. So go check it out if you haven't go checked it out. Again, if you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel, put on those notifications, like this video. I'd love to have you guys here, a part of the fam, a part of the channel, all about spreading love, positivity, and motivation. And guys, yet again, we are almost to 600 subscribers. So yet again, if you've come across my channel, I would just really, really appreciate it if you guys subscribe to the channel, because I'm trying to get to 600 before June ends. And I'm also trying to get to 1,000. That is my goal by the end of this year, to hit 1,000 subscribers, because we're making moves, we're making strides here on this channel. And guys, I just really love this movie. I'm shocked that literally reviews are split down the middle. I just can't believe it is, because this movie did not waste time. It was just really fun. But guys, that was the video. I hope everybody has a great day, a safe day, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.